So I'm a yoga teacher, sound healer, I'm a sex educator, tantric sex educator. I do also some psychic medium work, tantric sex and psychic work, teaching people how to communicate with spirit is a lot similar. Sounds different, but it's very similar. It's just teaching you how to connect to your energetic body so that you can become aware and interact more effectively with someone else's energetic body. And what we call the energetic body is our nervous system. It's our electrical system in the body. It goes off the electrical impulse created by our heart and then runs through our nervous system. We have a brake and an accelerator as our masculine and our feminine. The masculine is the accelerator, moving forward, force, and the feminine is our brake to relax and surrender, right? You can think about a car battery, because we place so much bias on masculine, feminine, male, female. There's a lot of stories and experience traumas attached to it, right? But if we think about a car battery, we have the red node and the black node. We don't have a bias against the two. We just know there are two different currents that come together to create power, to create that field of fusion. So you can think about it like masculine is fire and feminine is water. And the fire and water being able to come together in a field, creating like steam, right? And our nervous system, that electrical system in our body, the masculine and feminine, our right side is our masculine side, and our left side is our feminine side. And then it switches over in the brain. Left brain, logical, masculine, structure, labels, right? And the right side of feminine, creative, just abstract. So the right side of the body is masculine, left side is feminine. We have the Ida Pingala going up in the body, and they start to spiral around the spine. And where the masculine and feminine intersect, that creates our chakras, our energy vortexes. Some of you may have heard about a Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini energy in the body. Have you heard of that? So that's the masculine and feminine coming together in that fusion to create that power. Our life force energy, sometimes called our sexual energy. We can learn to orgasm through all of our chakras. Because sex is so repressed, the body is so repressed in our Western culture, typically most people have only experienced sexual sacral chakra orgasm, expulsion of energy from that chakra, and they tend to kind of obsess over that and let it out a little too early instead of learning how to move it up the body. And a lot of times why we keep that repressed also in a physical sense is because we're not learning how to ground our energy. When we're not pelvic floor breathing and opening the base of our body on our inhale and pumping back up on the exhale, then our energy can't ground. If we're closing up, if you notice when you inhale, notice what's happening at the base of the body. Do you tend to pull up in the body? And when do you tend to let go of the pelvic floors, on your exhale or your inhale? Right? Typically, most people do it on the exhale, and that's just a part of development. There's nothing wrong with you. We want to learn how to open up that energy, get that free-flowing energy so we can ground our current. So it's no longer pinging back and forth between the top of the spine and the base of the spine, between anxiety and depression, that toxic masculine, toxic feminine state. So we want to be able to balance in the center, create that harmony of the relationship between our masculine, our feminine, our brake and our accelerator, our ones and our zeros, our inhale and our exhale, right? Our strength and our flexibility. You can think of orgasm, we always kind of tie sexuality to the orgasm, but it's really just an expulsion of energy. Think about your heart getting excited or shivers running through your body. That's orgasm too. It's your body just energy going shuddering through the body. And typically in our world, we tend to take vibration in and impact, and we take it and we contract, and every micro little tension we hold on, creating that armor. When we can learn to radiate orgasm through our full energetic system, then we're moving energy out, we're deflecting that, so we're not having to shred off, shake off all of that stuff. It's not even penetrating us because we're radiating, right? It's something I feel in my body that when I'm creating it, and the sensations I feel and how it feels in my brain and electrical system, that it's something that could probably be measured through some type of scanning or medical device. I received an iWatch and was wearing it one day, just kind of checking my pulse, and I had done the heart thing, and I noticed that my pulse just raced. It just jumped up like 40 points. And I did deep breathing and kind of bring it down. I didn't realize that I was increasing my heart rate. So it feels like this energy that comes out of my heart is just like pouring like a hose, and it's sparkly and it's tingly and it's opening, spacious and beautiful. It's kind of the same sensation in my brain through the third eye, kind of in this upper chakra area, that it's like a tingling. When I do it in my brain, it doesn't make my heart race. I don't know how to monitor that yet or measure that yet, but I will give a little demo of me doing the heart thing and how it raises my pulse so quickly. We'll start at 106. Ready? You're not gonna see me move. Here we go. She was a good job. We'll stop there. Take some breaths. Sound release is great. See? So this is kind of the basis of starting to learn how to do that. And we're gonna start with the pelvic floor breathing. Our body is a pumping system, and the biggest pump in our body is the very base of our body and the top of this big chamber here, right? So we need to get that pump situated. If this pump is dysfunctional, all the other pumps are gonna follow this dominant pump. And if it has a funky pattern or some kinks in it, they're all gonna pick up on that pattern and start to do the same thing. That causes illness and stress and all of this stuff. So we need to get that main pump functioning to have all those other pumps follow along. But it's all just part of our body. This is our biology and how it functions. We've just been perverted into thinking this other story and this compartmentalization, and we don't know how to function as a whole. So when we can open up those channels, those pathways, we can move more sensation fully through the body and not just down here, right? And kind of exhausting that and wearing it out. And I was like, depending all on that, there's pleasure to be had, right? It's not all sexual, but it's just as enjoyable, right? We learn to live in that orgasmic state. It's kind of what sound baths are about, practicing living in that orgasmic state, so that becomes our baseline rather than I'm so stressed I need to get there. I'm already there, and then I can fly from that, right?